Okay.
The biggest one of all.
Yes, Claudia and I both agree. The biggest ick is boogers in the nose.
Boogers in the nose because, okay, you know, mature people would be like, just tell them and be like, you have something there. If I don't know you well enough, I'm not going to, for one, make you feel embarrassed by being
I'm not
like.
picking your nose.
But also, like, I know me and Devorah both like this. We literally, like, wipe or clean our nose every, like, morning after the shower, everything. Like, I'm
always
so weird
looking
about
in my nose. Like, every time before I go into Brandon's, like, I look at my nose. Like, I hate that.
And, like, I'll look at my phone screen and whatever. Like, if God, that would just be so embarrassing. And even when I was in high school, I remember I would sit there all the time and always, like, be, like, wiping my nose off or, like, going in the bathroom to check to make sure, just because it's, like, I know how I feel about when, like, someone I'm interested in has that. So, like, I would never want someone to feel that way about
it's
me.
one of those, think about it. If a guy has a booger in his nose and it's, like, halfway hanging out, would you want to fucking kiss him? No, because that booger is going to end up on your fucking upper lip. Seriously, you're not going to want to kiss a guy who has a boogie hanging out of his fucking nose.
Ew, and there's some people who, like, either don't notice it or just look past it, and I'm just like,
or
how
always
do you
have
do
it.
that? Or always have.
There's people that always have fucking boogers in their nose, and I don't
Especially
understand
in high school, every morning, like, you'd come in and the one same kid would just always have boogers hanging out of his nose, and you're just like, it honestly would make me feel sick.
It does make me feel sick as well.
That's like one of the things that just really fucking grosses me out.
Yes. Next on the list, chewing with your mouth open. And I have to say that sometimes when I'm chewing and I'm really trying to take in all the flavors, like, I do chew with my mouth open, but.
Well, that's why I, like, love eating alone sometimes, because I can just eat like a slob.
But listen, I have a story. One time, this was in high school, I had a boyfriend, and him and Claudia got breakfast, and we all got these, like, really good, thick, juicy breakfast bagels. Mm-hmm. And Claudia and I were sitting next to each other, and he was sitting across from us, and it was like first thing in the morning, so I feel like first thing in the morning you're more grossed out about things. I don't fucking know. I'm always nauseous.
It was like 7 a.m., like before school.
Yeah, and he's like eating his bagel, like chewing with his mouth open, talking to us with his mouth open. I mean, I noticed it, but I like dated him, so I was used to it. And I remember Claudia would always say, like, brought it up and said, like...
I remember the day that we were sitting there, but I don't even remember, like...
No, she brought it up and she was like, did you see when he was chewing with his mouth open? Like, she was very grossed out by it. And I couldn't blame her. So I feel like that was a good
That's another reason I don't go on dinner dates with guys. I don't need to see how you chew on the first date because it might ruin it all. Mm-hmm. Oh, that one was yours. Next one.
Oh, yeah. My next one, calling girlfriend's parent, like, mom. Or dad, whatever it may be.
Hey, what's up,
but, like,
mom?
Yeah, like, I've dated guys where, like, they'd be like, hey, mom. And I'm like, bro. Like, it's cringy. Like, she's not your fucking mom. Call her by her name. Yeah, and that's that. Ew. Like, it weirds me out. And honestly, I wasn't even that close with them for them to be calling her that. Like, it was an immediate turn off. Do not call my mom your mom. You have your own mommy. Go suck on her nipple.
Some of these are so funny reading them back. The next one is fucking hilarious.
What, me? What I said?
Yeah, Devorah's are like, they're so like specific and weird, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, dated a guy who never wore fucking shoes. Like, I swear to God, I literally know how to pick them. He would walk around like fucking Tarzan with no shoes. Like, his feet would be dirty as fuck. He'd be walking around on the pavement. No fucking shoes. Like, literally, like, okay, so for example, if he was in my house and, like, forgot something in his car, he'd run out to his car to get it. But, like, running out to his car wasn't a quick walk. Like, it would be, like, down the sidewalk, in the street.
Put
on
your shoes.
I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, you're going to come back and lay in my bed with those crusty-ass Tarzan toes?
Oh, my God.
No.
I always remember you would be texting me, like, ew, his feet are so dirty and he's laying in my bed. I'm like, get him the fuck out of your bed.
Yeah, fucking ick. Put your fucking shoes on, Tarzan.
Okay, the next one is mine. Ordering food on the phone awkwardly. I don't know why this is one of those things that other people would be like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're so weird. But, like, when you're not really, like, super close with a guy and they're going to, like, get you dinner and they, like, call to order and they're like, hi, can I please place an order for this? And something about it grosses me out. I don't know why.
Well, I didn't really understand that one, but I did tell Claudia that I kind of get, like, if I'm at dinner with somebody and once they're ready to order, if they kind of get, like, flustered a little bit or they're, like, hesitant or they don't just order it naturally, it kind of makes me feel, like, a little bit weird.
I really don't know what it is, but, like, when I just am not comfortable with someone or I, like, just meet them and I don't necessarily, like, really like them yet, like, them ordering food or, like, that's another reason I can't go to dinner. Like, I will literally just be like, ew, like, like, can I please get the steak?
Yeah, I know. I definitely, like, feel that. Like, it's kind of weird.
Okay, I will say if they're, like, really smooth about it and they, like, are that's different.
Yeah.
But like if they call and they're kind of like awkward, like stuttering on the phone, I'm just like,
yeah, it's more so like not being like fluid with your like words and like around other
yeah, or
people.
like good with strangers. Like I feel like that's such a turn on when someone you start dating and they're like really good with people that like they're just a good talker. Like
yeah,
it's a turn on. But
for sure.
what's the next one?
Next one I think was mine. Masking the sound of your shit. Once again, this is something like I feel like a lot of my ex, like I kind of even would do like turn on the water while I'm shitting, like if I don't want a guy to hear. But I feel like when you're with someone for a little while and they're still doing stuff like that where they're like putting the shower on if they have to shit or like running away, like you don't have to run away.
Poor Brandon.
No, but like seriously, like I never like I just don't really, because it makes me think about it more than I would normally. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like if you have to shit and you just went to the bathroom and took a shit, it would just stop right there. I would just know he's shitting. But like if you run away or you make it like weird, you think about it more than you typically would, and then it makes me uncomfortable. Like I don't want to think about it more than that. Like just take your dump.
Yeah, take your fucking dump
and leave.
Be proud about it.
Next is yours.
Next is saggy plaid boxers. Like, okay, ew. If a guy is wearing like, you know, like those nice like, I don't know, like the brand like Calvin Klein or something, like those nice ones that have like the good strap, whatever, like those are nice. But when they're wearing like those Walmart thin saggy ass, like looks like they took a dump and they're waddling around with it in their pants, boxers, it is gross.
I am dying because I'm picturing all of my exes and I think they all wore that.
And like I hated them. Like I remember one of my exes, I was like trying to throw them all away so you couldn't wear them anymore. They're gross.